Welcome to Endoscopy on Air 2020. Watch Ping Hong Zhou in dealing with a submucosal tumor at the esophagogastric junction.
Today, I will use a new technique named stir to remove the whole lesion. As we know, palm or glacier is a milestone of the tunnel endoscopy. Similar to the palm procedure, we make a short tunnel about 5 centimeters proximal to the lesion. So the scope I used is the sonoscope from Shenzhen City, China. And the knife I used is a hybrid knife. Open it, please. T-type. As we know, there are 3 types of hybrid knife: T-type, I-type, and O-type. Here is the EG junction. So this is the lesion, and this is the tunnel. At 6 o'clock is the circular muscle. At 12 o'clock is the mucosa. The big advantage of the hybrid knife is we can inject the saline into the surrounding tissue at any time if we want.
Could you tell us a little about the injecting solutions that you use?
The solution I used is always saline with a little bit of indicami. Just the saline. Now I inject the saline into the surrounding tissue. Here is a vessel from the submucosal layer. First I coagulate it, then cut it. The workstation I used today is the wire 3 from Irby.
Can you give us an idea how long it has taken to get to this stage of the procedure? How many minutes does it take you to get to the lesion?
How many minutes did you take to get to the lesion? 从开窗到这里花了多久？
30 minutes. 30 minutes. Now I use a snare to catch the lesion. So, okay, 轻轻的. So now I catch the tumor out of the tunnel, and I want to catch the whole lesion from the patient's mouth. And check the tunnel to check if there's any bleeding within one. Oh, here is a injury to the mucosa in the stomach.
No, the mucosal injury is not very common because this lesion is so big and it was extended from the esophagus to the stomach. So I think in this case, the mucosal injury was inevitable. But actually, in our center, it's very rare.
So since the setting always use forced coagulation. So this clip is come from the marker technique. Close. I just know you have the lockout from marker technique in Europe, but in China, we don't have now. So I use the normal clip from marker technique to close the injury of the mucosa in the fundus. for the injuries in the fundus. Up close. Here is a defect in the mucosa. And now we check the tunnel again to assure there is no bleeding within the tunnel. Open. Rotate. Open. Close. Fire. Okay. Now this is a dissected tumor, about 6 centimeters.
Histology showed benign leiomyoma and the patient was discharged soon. Here you see the instrument and accessories used in this case. And finally, this is Dr. Zhou's recommended reading.